Hi everyone, welcome to Adventures with Raven and Rowley. I'm Raven and this is Rowley. We are converting a cargo trailer into a tiny home soon. Right now we live in a fifth wheel RV full-time. Last week I talked about the fact that I had one more week left to finish up on working on this cargo trailer, and I had to make a move, do something. Either go somewhere and do something or tow it to storage. This week I'll give you a tour of the trailer as it stands now. If you're curious, please join us on this journey and continue to watch. Okay? This week I'm offering you a tour of the cargo trailer. The whole setup is a temporary since I don't know what I want. I don't know what I need. I don't know how long I will be going out on trips for. I mean, I might go for a week, once a month, or I might go out for a few months at a time, or I might decide to go for a whole year and stick this fifth wheel in storage for a year. At this time, October 29th, 2021, I'll be going out with the Howard Women's Caravan again for 5 days. They're moving in 5 days for the next 14-day duration place, and I won't be going with them this time. The link for the Howard Women's Caravan, or any of the caravans, men's caravans, co-eds, whatever, the link is in the description below. I start with the outside, of course. I spray painted the metal box-like structure that's on the front to cover the rust, but it dripped badly, so it needs another painting, or it needs a sanding and a painting. It needs something else other than what I did to it. I have to rework that in the future. But I just didn't want to go out with it looking nasty like it did before I spray painted it. I still have to secure the tire and the propane tank. I've got, what do you call these things, ratchet straps? Wait a minute. Yeah, they are ratchet straps. Oh, the other end is over there somewhere. Anyway, I still have to check all the tires and inflate those that need it. You know, bring it up to whatever. I feel really secure now with the security of the outside of the back door, and of course I feel secure with the side door now that I've changed the lock. And going inside, a neighbor had made the steps to use with my fifth wheel, and then I haven't used it because I have a different set of steps. It's been in storage for the past 2 years, but it's perfect for the cargo trailer, so I decided I'd bring it with me. This is my 6x12 cargo trailer and my Dodge Durango that I'm going to be towing it with. Notice that I've got 2 security locks. I've got a lock here instead of a pin, and a lock here for the ball joint. I'm going to see if I can't find a lock for this. And I still haven't found that lock that I've been looking for that. I'm going to tie this down with tie-down straps. I'll do that tomorrow morning before I leave on Friday. That's the electric outlet in case I want to plug it into a 30 amp outlet or 20 amp. Main door, that's the door you saw me change the lock on a couple of weeks ago. I'll put a notice information thingy up in the right hand corner somewhere. This has, I used scissor jacks that I happen to have to hold this up. It has jacks underneath, except that they are very stuck. I can't get them loose. And I haven't had anybody get up underneath there to try and get them loose. And I haven't really tried with a crowbar or anything else like that to get them loose. I just used what I had because it was fast. I put this lock here. Oops, I put this lock here. I think you saw me do that in one of the videos. I'm going to unlock this. Hold on. Okay, so I took the lock off of here. Now I did this. Oops. Okay. I did this, put this lock over here so that I could bring this back. If you look down here, you see there's a little thing that, like a hook, that hitches behind there. It's the same thing up here at the top. You see that it's open. So actually, somebody could lock me inside without ever having this lock secured, just because these are locked. So I made it so that I would put this here, and put that there, close it up, put the lock in there. That way, this little thing down here at the bottom doesn't get secured and the door can be opened. Except that it can't because I've got it secured on the inside. So, let's go look at the inside. As you can tell, I don't have any windows yet. Okay, so this is my new little tiny place. I have not put up any kind of real decorations or anything yet. This lock here. Oops, I put this lock here. I think you saw me do that in one of the videos. I'm going to unlock this. Hold on. Okay, so I took the lock off of here. Now I did this. Oops. Okay. I did this, put this lock over here so that I could bring this back. If you look down here, you see there's a little thing that, like a hook, that hitches behind there. It's the same thing up here at the top. You see that it's open. So actually, somebody could lock me inside without ever having this lock secured, just because these are locked. So I made it so that I would put this here, and put that there, close it up, put the lock in there. That way, this little thing down here at the bottom doesn't get secured and the door can be opened. Except that it can't because I've got it secured on the inside. So, let's go look at the inside. You'll note on the inside that I don't have a sink, and I didn't make a provision for a sink. For the time being, I could use that large pot that you see sitting on the stove, since I won't be cooking anything in a pot that large. I mean, it's only me, and I don't have any way to keep leftovers, and there is no way, if I made a pot of spaghetti that big, that I could eat it. I also have a large stainless bowls that I could use as a sink, but at this point, I'll just use the pot. Actually, the pot is smaller than the bowls. Okay, so let's go inside. As you can tell, we walk right into my kitchen. I'm really not happy about that. I've never liked apartments where I walked into the house and the first thing you did was enter the kitchen. I always thought that was kind of dirty for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, I have zip tied this down so that it doesn't shift when I'm driving. This table is pretty much unmovable. Got my teapot, of course. Gotta have it. I have an oven to go on this Coleman stove in case I decide I want to make cookies, which I do sometimes. I also have a heater that fits on this stove in case my Mr. Buddy decides it's not going to work. And behind there, I've also got a toaster that works on this stove. As you can tell, I've never used it. But I have some bagels that I've got lined up for that. That's my goddess figurine. I still have more stuff to bring out here. Actually, I've got more stuff to bring out here, period. This is my kitchen area. The squeegee bottle has vinegar water for washing dishes, and that's water. The shelf up here, I had cut off, there was a 2x before that went from here straight up to here somewhere. Over here. There it is. Down here. 2x4 is at the bottom. I cut it off here. And it went up to here. So in order to hold this shelf, because it wobbles, I put the cord on it to hold that other end. And that freed up the space along in here. Now all of this stuff up here, I don't think I can drive with it all up there without securing it some kind of way. So I got to figure that out, or take it down, one or the other. Anyway, I used moving pads. These were a dozen moving pads for $86 with tax. That's my dresser. I used 2 moving pads on each wall, actually. And I still have 6 more for the ceiling area. In any case, I got one of those bathroom hooks to hang up my coat, jacket. This, you know, I was talking about I needed some way to secure this door so people can't open it from the outside and all that kind of good stuff. Well, as it turns out, I took the handle off and oops, I took the this was the iron bar, the metal bar. This sucker is heavy. That was over here. That was over here on this wall. That was holding the tire in place, the spare tire. So when I took it off, I realized, I'm sorry I'm making you dizzy. I realized that it was perfect to hold this. Absolutely nobody can break that in. I suppose they could climb in through the bottom, but by the time they did, I'd be banging them on top of the head. You know, by now. So you know where that's at, right? But it also means that I can open it up and get some fresh air at night if I want to, without worrying about security. So I put that up there, and it keeps that handy. It also keeps my crowbar handy, and that adds another piece of steel. And this I use for the scissor jacks, and it makes an absolutely perfect holder for my hat. Well, it did. It doesn't seem to want to do that now. Okay, there we go. Perfect holder for my hat, because I didn't know where to put it. Anyway, so this is a cot. That's a collapsible table that I happen to have. I don't know, I've had it 5, 6, 7 years. I don't know. One of those Walmart specials. I put some of these mats, the ones that I had left, on top of the the foam, folding foam mattress, just to, I don't know, do something with it. But this is a cot. And so the last time I used it in a tent, it was very, 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 very comfortable. And this was a Afghan that I crocheted out of leftover yarn and out of frustration while I was building my yurt. I don't know, 15 years ago, something like that. I kept just crocheting because I had to keep my hands busy, and I kept doing different colors and different stitches. That's a doll I made in honor of Oshun. Thank you, lady. And this does have just a regular old twisted up skylight. And this light works when it's plugged into shore power, and I can access shore power through that if I plug it in. And underneath here, I've got stuff. My Mr. Buddy machine is back there. This is a sleeping bag that goes down to 0 degrees. This is extra cans of food and stuff because I'm a hoarder. And this is the 25-year food supply because I'm a hoarder, or maybe a prepper, whichever you want to call it. So this is my living arrangements. I am planning to go out with the women's caravan on the 29th, which is when you will see this. So next time around, we'll be talking about some adventures. I have, oh yes, I meant to say, I have screens for the doors, like that. I have one for the back door and one for the barn door and one for the front door. I'll be putting that on sometime next week while I'm out. And what else? I don't know. Oh, the ceiling. I tried to put in the ceiling, but I took it down because that wasn't working. So I have to figure out a different way to do this, or either put in all of the zip ties at once and then put it up, or something. I'll figure out something. Or maybe I'll break down and spend money and buy that foam insulation stuff. At this point, it doesn't feel, I'm sorry, I'm walking around with this camera in my hand doing all kinds of things, and it's probably making you seasick. At this point, I don't see a mad rush to insulate the roof. It hasn't been really hot in here and hasn't been cold in here, really. I've come out when it's been 39 degrees outside and the wind was blowing 30 miles an hour. And it was cold. I mean, I put on gloves and everything. And it was fine in here. I mean, I could have stood it. It wouldn't have hurt to put on some heat, but it was okay. So that's a tour of my almost tiny home. I started to buy stuff, and then I chose not to buy stuff because I really don't know what I want. I haven't gone out anywhere in this thing, and I haven't gone out and found out what I want, what I want. And so here I am trying to decorate, and I don't know what the heck I want yet, what's useful to me, what's not. So I stopped. And that's that. Okay. And this is the first time I've turned on the fairy lights at night. It kind of sort of gives it a kind of soft kind of glow in here. The camera really doesn't give the real feeling of the glow. It's Nice, quiet kind of glow. You can't read by it, but it would be nice to just, watch a movie or whatever. You'd need something brighter to cook by. But it's really a nice, pleasant light. Very pleasant light. In case you may have noticed, I secured the moving mats to the walls with staples, just regular, not the kind you put paper together with, but kind carpenters use. I figured that if I ever take the wood off the walls, I could use the mats inside for insulation or anything else, actually. I'm happy with the security of the barn doors from the inside, too. They're easy and fast to open and easy to lock securely. I think I left out a lot of stuff, so if you've got questions, please ask in the comment section below, okay? The Rowley report. Rowley's taken up barking again, and quiet. The word quiet isn't doing it. So what's your problem, huh? Hey. Quiet. Quiet. Yes, quiet. Hey, you. Quiet. That's a good boy. Come on. Come on, Rowley. Come on. Hey. That's a good boy. Come on. That's a good boy. Yeah, that's a good boy. That's my Rowley. That's my sweetie pie. Yes, it is. That's my boy. Who knows? He's doing excellent with Leave It and isn't chasing people, dogs, golf carts, bicycles, whatever, nearly as much. Maybe once when we go out on a walk. Sometimes never. I mean, he just doesn't chase them, which is a terrific thing, believe me. I still feel he's a good dog, and I love him, and I love having him in my life. Yeah. You see? You're a good boy when you want to be a good boy. See, aren't you a handsome dude? Yes, you are. Yeah, you're a good boy. Most of the time. Yes, you are. It's just every now and then you gotta get loud, right? Right, yeah. Okay? He's a good dog. Right. So, thanks for watching and subscribing, and thanks for your support. If you'd like to help us get on the road, see the links below. Please share my video and subscribe to Adventures with Raven and Rowley. Also, booping the like button and ringing the notification bell would be good too. See you next Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Take care of you and yours, and blessed be.